Yeah, being the best college player, it still don't mean you're supposed to be with those legends. Especially knowing that that Zeke didn't make the team. Like
facts.
Zeke resume was way better than what Laettner resume could have been. So
and I'm glad you brought up resumes because we got a guy who I think resume is better than a couple of people that got named to Team USA and Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving actually has something to say about being left off the Team USA roster this year.
Yeah, he did.
I wish my brothers well, and I just didn't fit into this team, and I think the deliberation process was a tough one. But again, I have nothing but respect for those guys over at USAB. At this point in my career, I think my focus should be on winning the championship and, in the summertime, just going to support those guys when I get a chance. But yeah, I grew up in a time too. I wanted to say this. I grew up in a time too where we actually had to try out for USAB, and we did meet up as a group and as peers, and there was a mutual respect that we earned from one another and trying out and then seeing what five meshed well. So I think obviously the timing's a little bit different. But yeah, I kind of miss those days of just being able to get everybody together, break bread, and then compete against one another. And then the deliberation process happens at the end of like the 4 days or 5 day process, even though people know who's going to be on the team. You know what I'm saying? So I miss that fun part of it, of just getting together. But I wish my brothers well.
I'll let you guys unpack that. What you guys think?
How in the world did they get Halliburton and not Kyrie?
All I'm gonna say is when they lose a game because of subpar guard play, we'll know why.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just.
The list of names is who's who, but hey man, look, that's also the part of their summer break, man. Curry will be cool because he ain't got the playoffs to worry about this year. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different story we'll talk about later. But
he should be great.
He gonna have to run the point and be the best shooter.
Oh, yeah. He is the best shooter. He gonna be the best shooter.
He'll be the best shooter for sure, but I don't think there's such a disparity in shooting on that team.
I mean, you got KD, of course. Jason Tatum can shoot. Everybody,
Devin Booker
can shoot.
What kind of? Listen. They built this team with a whole lot of ISO players.
Do you think they're running any plays? Can you run? They're not running. No, this is pickup basketball. It's Rucker Park.
Listen.
You better be careful doing that, though.
In international play, you better run some plays because those guys have been playing together for years. They've grown together. They're a team. You can't a team of talented individuals will never beat a team of talented a talented team. Let me say that again a little clearer this time. A team of talented individuals will never be a talented team. There we go.
That's exactly. True. And where this can be clearly shown is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Preach.
Gosh.
Preach.
How do you even find a plug in that, bro?
They will find it. Him and Jay both.
Hey, I just wanted to point that out. I'll let it go.
Whole different sport, man.
Yeah,
I'll let it go. I just wanted to point that out.
I'll point it out for them next time. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are the defending champions, reigning defending champions.
Two times.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, they weren't going to But yeah.
That's so childish, man.
Nah, man. Yeah, I just think that, first of all, Kyrie handled that question like a true professional, and I don't think we
masterfully
nothing less of Kyrie at this point. He know how to speak well. But yeah, that's crazy.
He's been suspended enough. He learned.
Yeah,
he ain't like Draymond. He ain't like Draymond. He learned.
Oh, speaking of Draymond, I think we can go on to possibly talking about these Warriors and this NBA play-in. How y'all feel about it?
Hey man,
bound to happen.
Listen, man,
I haven't been speaking on this for the past year and a half.
The writing has been so far on the wall, bro.
They don't need it on the wall no more. I don't know how many times and how many ways does one have to say your last championship with these guys was the last one you'll ever get with these guys.
Yeah. I don't know. Like they barely got
we're at a point now where in the last 4 or 5 seasons, you've missed the playoffs multiple times.
The writing's on the wall, bro.
Dynasties don't do that. That's the death of a dynasty. In fact,
that's the end of it. The dynasty is then over, right? That's what I think, and that's what I think we all think, right?
Yeah, but
you know what you're talking about, Jay, because you know about dynasties. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've seen a few, you know. But, I promise you, if a dynasty that I know of was to miss the playoffs 2 times in 3 years, you get put out in the first round the year that they made it, you go somewhere else. I mean,
they got put out the second round.
You don't try to run it back.
They got put out the second round. They beat the Kings in the first round in 7 last year.
They shouldn't have, though.
Listen,
they shouldn't have.
They beat. No, the referees beat the Kings the first.
They wanted to make it a. I feel like it was a. It's hard to say passing of the torch because a passing of the torch means that the team receiving the torch wins, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like a passing of the torch series because Sacramento should have and would have won that series.
Well, he got a problem. It not only was it not a passing the torch situation, the Warriors didn't have the torch anymore. That torch gone. That torch been gone. They got a flicker.
Yeah, so they got a Bic,
a little big lighter.
They got the Family Dollar 3-pack lighter. Between all 3 of them, it's only gonna light twice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Warriors, man. We knew that it was, and it was just like the old family dog that you don't want to put down, but you got to put down.
It's time.
Yeah, you got to take them behind the shed. And I think that playing game that they lost to the Kings was them getting taken behind the shed.
Well, I don't know though, because this is what Draymond had to say.
And by the way, to Steph's point, right after the game in the Kings locker room, I said, "I love you, bro." It's like I love you too. We ain't done. You right? Got it. Noted. Cool. We ain't. You right. So to think that, like, we've done these things, I love it, and we not done.
Steph is scared of that man. I'm not saying nothing to him that's gonna spark an argument. Me getting punched. I'm gonna tell him exactly what he want to hear,
bro. If you had a gorilla in your bedroom, you wouldn't be talking up so loud.
Say whatever he want to.
Yeah, we not had a gorilla in your face. You wouldn't be talking to. Hey, he seen what he did to old boy.
Draymond
from this.
Draymond is really Bishop from Juice, dog.
Yeah,
that's Bishop.
That's Bishop.
Draymond needs to get a DNA test. Him and Glenn, the consultant, might have the same DNA because they live so much off of past success. Like that's got to be a family trait, bro. He keep talking about all the stuff we done. What have you done lately? What have you done lately?
Exactly. Like Janet said,
not win.
What have you done lately? I know he used to do shit for you, but what he done for you lately?
Yeah.
Man, it's almost embarrassing because it's like, you know, even if you're not a fan of the war, please no. I just caught that. No. We already won our lowest wins in franchise history. We'll go lower than that with that. So no, we're good.
Go ahead, Motel Chris.
No, respectfully, we're good on Draymond. We're good, and we don't want to pick up that contract either.
Oh man!
But even if you're not a fan of the Warriors, you can't help but kind of like just
I agree with DC.
Acknowledge
he ain't Bishop.
You can't help but acknowledge what the Warriors did. Their span of their dominance, right? And it's just like even if you're not a fan, you hate to see stuff like this happen because it's like people who still play the game that are past their prime, and it's getting like Manny Pacquiao when we kind of knew Pacquiao was, you know, done, and you still getting in the ring and you still thinking you winning. That's exactly what this is kind of looking like.
You can't put it. No, I wouldn't use that analogy though, because Manny Pacquiao still is better than the average fighter right now. To be honest with you.
True, but if Pacquiao was to get in the ring with a formidable challenger, he'd probably lose.
Yeah, the Warriors can beat the Pistons.
100%.
They just can't. I get what I. So to your point,
both of your point actually.
Yeah. They're not that. The Warriors or Pacquiao can't play at the upper echelon anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't keep running. You don't run it back to get worse every year. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't
that's
do
true,
it.
Because I wouldn't fight Pacquiao. I don't give a damn how, and I'm probably 100 pounds more than he is. I wouldn't fight Pacquiao. I don't give a damn what he said. But
Pacquiao not fighting Bud Crawford.
No, he ain't. I definitely wouldn't fight him.
The Warriors is not standing toe to toe with the Nuggets or the Celtics or even OKC and Minnesota coming up. I don't see them hanging around too long with them. So it's just like, at what point do y'all like? Because I said as soon as they lost the playing, I was like, anybody whose name is not Curry that's on that team is not on that team.
Yeah, just you got to see what you can get.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. When Curry, I think Curry scored 22 points that game. Like if he's not on fire, they not on fire.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to Klay Thompson.
They should have kept him in his role as coming off the bench because him starting was not it.
They shouldn't have got rid of what's my man name? What's my man? They shouldn't have got rid of Poole.
Yeah, definitely. That was the beginning of the end for me because he was so pivotal in a championship run that it
Chris, why you do that?
Chris do that?
I didn't do none of that. I didn't touch nothing.
See,
that was all right. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Yeah, it just did a little musical chairs. That's all. But that was pivotal for Jordan Poole, and he was pivotal in that championship run. I don't think they win that ring without him. Honestly, I don't think they win it because they look like the ones who lost in the second round last year. But somebody in the comments said Curry regressed. Do we think that he's on the downside? I think he's on the downside, but is he where he can't be on a championship team?
I'm not gonna say that, bro. Curry's still he's still that guy, but he needs help.
Yeah. I wouldn't say so far. Like everybody ends up. Oh my bad. Go ahead, E. My bad.
Hey, the defense know exactly what to do. If you watch that Sacramento game, they was all over Curry. They let everybody else do what they was gonna do. They know the chances of them beating him versus Curry beating them is a higher percentage that Curry's gonna beat you versus the people he got surrounding him.
That's let's say you build a team, right? You got your Batman, you got your Robin, and you got your utility player, right? And that's gonna get you a utility a team,
Draymond
right?
Is Alfred.
Okay, you got your Alfred. We'll go with Alfred. Alfred can't stay in the game, and Robin can't buy a bucket. You're gonna look bad yourself because you're trying to get them in the flow of the game. So what you're doing, you're still trying to find guys who's not going to make baskets. One guy's not going to make a basket. The other guy, 4 minutes into the game, is back in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard to look like you've regressed when the talent around you isn't what it was.
Got it.
The sad part is Draymond's not going nowhere because there's not another team, with the exception of probably the Hornets, that's willing to take on that massive contract for no production, right? Yeah. So Draymond will be there.
That's what I'm saying.
You really gotta flip Wiggins, and you either Kuminga gotta step up real big, real quick, or you gotta let him go.
Yeah, I think you gotta cut ties with Klay, man.
No, bro. Kuminga's coming on.
So Klay's a free agent. There's no way if I'm the front office of the Warriors, we're not even having meetings.
Yeah, but
buddy, can I talk to you now?
But did y'all see what Klay was asking for potentially? I don't know how true this is.
No, what's the number?
Oh my God, bro. He said he saw the Drew Holiday contract.
Oh,
and he's looking at the 135 range.
No. So first of all, that's why the Drew Holiday contract was a really bad contract, because Drew Holiday shouldn't have got that money
First
Facts.
of all, he shouldn't have.
He's by maybe like 75, maybe.
Yeah, because he's not even a number 1 or 2 or 3, especially on that Celtics team. He's not the prime. I mean, I know he's there for defense, but that is option 1 or 2 money. Simple as that. That's option 1 or 2 money.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in Boston, that's option 4 money because look what they paying they 1 and 2.
Bro, you know what? That's a valid point. That's a real valid point.